Okay. Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. I'll share my screen and we'll get started from there. Okay. As you guys are already aware that in the yesterday's discussion at a broader level, I just spoke about like what are the different, you can say, prerequisite required when we are working with Cypress. Okay. So as you guys are aware, right? Today I was supposed to kind of start with Cypress, let's say, creating the project and making sure that we will kind of start executing our first test case using Cypress test runner. Okay. So let me kind of go to our VS code. Okay. So you can see that this is the VS code which I am using right now. And here, if you notice at the this thing, right? So what I'll do is I'll create altogether new, let's say, you can say new window, so that you can just make sure that we are starting from scratch. Okay. So just to give you a brief overview, guys. So this is how the VS code will look like. Okay. So at any point, guys, if you feel, let's say, you have not have the clarity or didn't understood, please feel free to interrupt me in between. Okay. I'll obviously go slow so that everyone can follow the same at the same time, guys. If you want, you can try right now. If those who have let's say install Cypress, well and good. If those who have not installed Cypress, they can follow whatever steps I'm doing right now. Okay. So you can go to file. Okay. Yeah, and the setup and everything will remain same, guys, if you are doing in Windows, or let's say if you're doing on Mac, guys. There is no change in that. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to go to file. Okay. And just click on new folder, or let's say open folder. Okay. So once you click open folder, you will see something like this, right? So what you can do is you can create any locations, like where whichever location you feel comfortable, right? You can create your project, guys. Okay. So over here in this, I'm creating one new folder. Okay. I'm giving the name as V Cypress Automation Fab 2025. Okay. I'm just giving this name, guys, and I'm clicking on create. So you can see that a folder got created, and just click on open. Okay. So till this point, I hope everyone are clear. So I have created one folder, guys, and we have opened that particular folder using VS Code. Any doubt, any query, any questions till now? Okay. So we have just opened this particular folder. So the next thing what we need to do is we need to kind of go to the terminal area. Okay. In this, just go to new terminal. Okay. And you will be kind of navigating to the respective location. Just a second, guys. I believe some of you guys are facing issue for the Teams link. uh, Let me kind of confirm again. Just give me one more minute, guys. Let me see the meeting link. Let me just share it, this link, over the WhatsApp group. Just a second. Just a second, guys. What happened to this? Okay, let's see. I have posted the link on group. Uh, Meanwhile, we can start, guys. I believe I have stopped my screen share. Let me kind of share it again. Okay. So just at broader level, guys, I have just spoke about that. Hey, we need to create a folder, guys. Everyone are clear? And then I have navigated to new terminal. So, guys, those who have installed Node, right? Here, you can just write a Node -v, so you will be able to see the Node version also. Okay. So just to kind of confirm whether you are able to see Node, let's say. Download it correctly or not, right? For that reason I'm talking. Okay, so the very first command which we need to trigger over here is, guys, npm init. Okay, the very first command which we need to trigger over here is npm init. Okay, please follow these steps, guys. This is the only one time activity, and once we are done, okay, after that we don't need to kind of do this steps anymore unless and until we are creating a new project. Okay, npm init. Okay, so basically we are initializing a empty project. Okay, so when you initialize any empty project, guys, you need to kind of provide the package name. You need to provide the version, any description. So here you can say that this is for practice purpose. Then you can just provide the index.js entry point. If you have any test command, guys, you can provide some test command. After that, if you have the git repository link, then you can provide the
Excuse me.
git repository link.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Go ahead, please. Go
Ex-
ahead.
Excuse me. Can I have WhatsApp number, please? Excuse me. Can I have WhatsApp number, please?
Yeah, I'll drop you over chat. Just a
Please
second.
type there in chat. I don't have. Please. Yesterday also I asked. Please
Yeah,
type the WhatsApp number in
shared
chat.
over.
That is the
Okay.
number 9321.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Perfect. So then we need to provide the keywords after. See, guys, here I'm not entering any details, right? So you just need to keep on pressing enter, and once that is done, you just need to say yes. Okay, and once you do that, a package.json file will be created, guys. Anybody have any doubt, query, questions on this, guys?
This WhatsApp. Hello. This WhatsApp number is like US number.
No, ma'am, it is Indian number only.
India. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because so one thing like you asked us to check the Node version. So when I tried that, it's not showing. But yesterday I've installed the Node separately, but it's not giving.
Here you are not able to see. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
What exact error you are getting?
Okay, sure. So that term. Okay,
Okay, so the term node is not recognized or something,
yes,
right?
the
That's
term
the
node
error.
is not recognized. Correct. CMD led function
That's
still.
not a problem. You can open VS Code by running it as an admin mode. Okay, and then you
Okay.
can check one more time.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
close it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, everyone are clear? I'm repeating the step. The only thing which you need to do once you create a project, okay, guys, there is no such restrictions whether you should create a project in C drive or D drive. It's your call. Okay, create a folder. Okay, step one is create a folder. Okay, and open that folder using VS Code, and then you can just go to terminal and then you trigger a command called as npm init. Okay, I'm moving to the second step, guys. Very important. This is the crucial step. You just need to trigger one command. So I am not let's say uh, any command I am not highlighting, or let's say just go to Google and just write install Cypress. Okay, and if you go to their official page, you can see that you have this command called as npm install Cypress hyphen save hyphen dev. Okay, so the second step is install Cypress. So when you trigger this command, guys, you need to understand each and every this thing. Okay, npm is node package manager, install Cypress is a command which we are giving, and hyphen save and hyphen dev is nothing but your package.json will get updated, guys. Okay, so go to terminal and just copy paste that command. I'm repeating, npm stands for node package manager, install Cypress is a command, hyphen save hyphen dev is nothing but your package.json will get updated. Okay, so I'm hitting enter. It will take minimum 1 minute something. Okay, because what happens is whenever we trigger this command, right, it will go to npmjs.com, which I showed you yesterday, and all the dependencies whatever is required for Cypress, right, everything will be getting installed and will be kind of updated in the node modules, guys. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? Yes, so it will take couple of minute, guys. Okay, meanwhile it is getting installed, right? I'll show you basically what happens when we install any this thing via Cypress npm command. So if you go to this official website, okay, okay, I believe some of you guys are facing issue in joining this team link, not sure. I'll suggest everyone to kind of please try in incognito mode. Okay, so when you go to Cypress, right, if you go to their official page, so I have searched this. This is the exact match. Okay, and if you go to the GitHub link, right, this is the GitHub link, guys. So when you trigger this command, basically, right, npm install hyphen save and this command, whatever is present on their GitHub official page, right, so all this will be kind of getting linked to this particular project which we have created just now. Am I clear, everyone? I'm repeating what I said. When we are writing the command called as npm, here you will see the documentation also, guys. Npm install Cypress hyphen save. Okay, and you will see something like this, all the steps what has been used. So all the folders, everything whatever is required for us, okay, it will be kind of going under node underscore module. So you need to kind of provide this particular folder in the git ignore, because we are not uploading this when we are pushing the changes over the git repository. Okay, so node module folder should get created whoever is installing Cypress for the first time. Please remember this. Okay, and now if you see the project size, guys, let me show you the project size also so that everyone can understand exactly what happens. So the project name which we created, you remember, right? That is vCypress Automation Framework. And if you try to search this particular folder, okay, this folder will be of, let me show you the details of this. So here, if you notice carefully, the folder will be of more than 80, 60 this thing, guys. Okay, let me check the size just a second. So everyone can see, right? The folder, like as and when we will keep on installing the required dependency, it will keep on increasing the project size. Okay, so in this, the majority of the structure is being used by the node module, guys. Okay, so in the node module, you will see all the dependencies over here on the right hand side. Everyone can see this folders, right? So these are all the folders which are part of your Cypress, guys. Am I clear, everyone? So if you notice, this is the info of, I would say, node module, which is almost equal to 45 MB, guys. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Sorry, 24 MB, my bad. 24 MB, guys. So that is the size of the node module, which we have downloaded and configured, guys. So Cypress is installed now. So you should see something like this: added 173 packages, audited, and you should be able to see the again this particular command. So now here I will write one more command called as clear. So Cypress is installed, guys. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys, before I move to the next step? Go ahead, please. Anyone wants to speak anything? Okay. So the next command which we trigger in Cypress is very simple. You will say npx. Okay. Now you must be wondering why we are using npx. Okay. npx and npm both are same. Okay, which is related to node package manager. Okay. Over here you need to say npx cypress open. Okay. So I have written this command, guys. I'll obviously share this by creating a git readme.md file. Okay, so everything will be listed on that particular page, guys. Okay, anybody wants to ask anything, guys, please feel free to unmute, speak up, guys, at any point. So the command is npx cypress open. So the package.json, those who have seen this package.json prior to this thing, line number 11 was not present, guys. Okay, so the line number 11 came after once we have installed Cypress. Okay, so in future, whatever dependencies we will be installing, right, everything will be kind of sitting over here. Okay, so npx cypress open. I'm triggering this command. It will say that, hey, it's look like you are opening Cypress for the first time. That is 14.0.3. Okay, so this particular screen is called as Cypress runner, guys. Okay, clear, everyone? This particular screen is called as Cypress runner. So guys, here you will see little bit detail about what are the change logs which has been considered in this particular release. What are the let's say, if you want to go a little bit in detail, please click on this change log. You will go to the official page of Cypress. Okay, so I'm talking about version 14.0.0, guys. Okay, but right now the version which we are using in Cypress is 14.0.3. Okay, so can anybody tell me the difference between E2E testing and component testing, guys? Anyone? Those who have installed Cypress previously? So, if you notice carefully, guys, at the this section, guys, it is saying that build and test the entire experience of your application form from end to end, ensure each flow matches your expectation. Here, if you notice, it is saying that build and test your component, guys. So if you are aware, right, in the manual testing concept, that component testing or unit testing is done by developer, correct? So over here, this testing, what I'm showing right now, that is component testing, will be done by the developer, guys. Here, if you notice carefully, this is a major difference between, let's say, component test and the you can consider end-to-end test. So as a QA, as a, you can say, automation engineer, guys, we will be kind of clicking on end-to-end test. Okay. So once you click on end-to-end test, guys, this four folders, sorry, this four files will be getting created. So now this file is called as cypress.config.javascript, e2e.javascript, command.javascript, and example.json. All these files present in Cypress, guys. After that, please click on continue. Okay. You will see the browsers, guys. Okay. Now, those who are able to see only Chrome and Electron, the reason will be you have not installed Edge browser and Firefox browser locally into your machine. Okay. So those who wants to see the maximum options over here, I would request everyone to please install those browser locally into your machine. Clear, everyone? After that, you just need to click Start E2E test in Chrome. Okay. After that, we will have few dummy example which will be provided by Cypress only, and those example are called as a scaffold example. Okay. So please click on this. All these are nothing but the test case which will get added into your project, and just click OK. I got it. Okay. So everyone are clear? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions?
Because can you just give a quick review again, like after opening that Cypress page, what things you did?
Yeah, sure. So I might not be able to, let's say, repeat those steps. Okay, like because this is a one-time activity you guys will do. Okay,
No,
but
no,
still I try to kind of show what exactly I have done. Okay, the
no,
very
I'm
first,
asking that after that opening that Cypress window, like where we have a end-to-end and that option. After
yes.
that, like what you did? Yeah.
Sure, sure. So I'll repeat it from scratch actually. The first command which we triggered was npx cypress open. Okay. So with the help of this command, we have opened the Cypress test runner. Okay. After that, there was one screen which was showing you the change logs. Okay. And then I have selected E2E testing because there were two options. One was E2E testing and second was component testing. So out of which we selected end-to-end testing. After that, there were four files, guys, if you have noticed, right? One was config.js, second was fixture like example.json, then e2e.js and support.js. So all those four files will sit in my Cypress project, guys, now. Okay, after that, I have clicked on continue. I got one more screen saying that create a scaffold example. So it is on us whether we need the dummy example or not. If we don't require, you can skip that particular step. If we require to, let's say, have little bit hands-on on the dummy example, just click on continue. You will land on this particular screen. Okay, and this particular screen is called as the Cypress test runner. Cypress test runner. Okay, clear, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Anybody, please feel free to kind of, because this is very very important. This is the basic from which we are starting. If at any point you feel, let's say, didn't understood or I'm going little fast, please stop me immediately, guys. Okay, so just to give you a little bit insight on this particular screen, over here you can see the version of Cypress, which is 14.0.3. If you click on that, you will navigate to that particular thing. From here, you can change the browser, guys. So currently I have selected Chrome as my browser, okay, for running my test case. Here you will see the documentation, guys, which I showed you already in the yesterday's discussion. And if you remember, at the end of the session, I told you guys to kind of go through the documentation, that is doc.cypress.io. And here you can see some like link basically to uh, kind of enroll. So I'll talk about this at the like towards the end of the session, like not end of the session, end of the course basically, because this is linked with the Cypress cloud actually. Okay, and if you want to create a new file, you can create by clicking on this button. Okay, in our manual testing world, we call this particular as test cases, if you remember, right? In manual testing, we call that as a test case, correct? But in Cypress QA, this thing, Cypress this thing automation, guys, we will call each test case as specs. Okay, SPEC. Please remember this. What we call, guys, please remember, SPEC, specs. Okay, so somebody will say spec file, so you should be able to understand that he's talking about the test cases. Okay, so here you will see last updated, latest run, average duration, and from this section you will see the run part, debug part, and the setting part, guys. Anybody has any doubt, query, questions before I run the first test case in Cypress? Okay, so just to give you this thing, guys, when I trigger this command called as npx cypress open, okay, so you can see that once Cypress, this icon got initiated, and second is Chrome browser got initiated. Please remember, I see a lot of students are like creating a confusion that this Chrome browser is similar to the Chrome browser which we are having over here. Okay, the answer is no, guys. Whatever, let's say, your manual testing logic or whatever you are doing, guys, please do it on this Chrome browser. This Chrome browser is specifically for the Cypress runner, that is test runner. So if I select any of the test case from here, it will not run on this Chrome browser, guys. It will run on this Chrome browser. Okay, I'm repeating what I said just now. Please don't get confused between the instance which has been, let's say, which we are working on, and the instance which has been created by Cypress test runner. Please remember this. Okay, you should not say that, hey, don't do this, because here it is clearly mentioned that Cypress is currently automating this browser. Okay, so here if you notice carefully, all the activity will be kind of in under the control of Cypress test runner. Whatever you want to do, debug and everything, please do it over here. Clear, everyone? Any doubt, any questions? Okay, clear, perfect. So guys, over here you can see some of the files which got created. So now I'll switch on to Cypress VS Code first of all. So before running this Cypress command, that is npx cypress open, all these were not present, right? Only like node module was present, and package log.json was present, and package.json was present. After kind of triggering that particular command, you guys can see that something called cypress.config.js got added, and this Cypress folder got added, under which we have E2E fixture support. Okay, clear, everyone? Anybody wants to add anything, guys, please feel free to ask any doubts, any query, any questions. Yes. Okay, so I believe everyone has got the, let's say, understanding of this. moving on to our Cypress runner, guys. Over here, as I mentioned, right, you can see around 20 test cases, approximately 20 test cases, and those test cases are present inside one hyphen getting started, two hyphen advanced hyphen example. So which is nothing but if you go under E2E, you will see one hyphen getting hyphen started, two hyphen advanced and hyphen example. Section.cy.js, this is the JavaScript code. Okay, so this is basically a Cypress test case only, guys. Okay, and this is also a Cypress test case. So all the Cypress related test case will have the extension as .cy.js. I'm repeating what I said just now. All the Cypress related test case will have the extension as .cy, which is standing for Cypress.js. Okay. So after that, once you trigger this, okay, it will start your executions of the test case using example.cypress.io. Okay. So all these are nothing but the test case which is kind of getting executed, which is approximately equal to 6 test case, guys. Okay, that's the reason this particular Cypress has got an advantage of time travel. So when I say time travel, you can kind of hover your mouse and accordingly you can just check which step has been executed. Understood, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? Yes, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys. If anybody got anything to kind of add.
So, Sarup, because these test cases are the default test cases, which is just for learning. Correct? By default, Cypress has given to
Yes,
understand it.
for understanding purpose, this include almost like majority of the command which we are going to see, which we are going to use in our practice part. Okay, so and even this is actually a official website, guys, which is provided by Cypress team only. Okay, so if you go to this official website, this is only for practice purpose, guys. Okay, here you will see the complete command list, even the utilities, Cypress API. Okay, so all these are nothing but provided by Cypress itself.
So do we need to, so when we are starting our sample test with our own test, so we need to create another folder and start from there, or here only we have to start?
No, 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 no. So the thing is, what I was showing you is like this is the two folder which has been generated by Cypress now. Okay, now our role is to kind of obviously after around 4 to 5 session, minimum 6 session, I will delete this two folder. Okay, just for understanding purpose, I have kept this two folder so that you can understand the syntax structure, how we are writing all those things. But ideally, from this particular section over here, you guys can see that we are having the icon such as new file. This icon is new folder. This icon is refresh. So here you just need to select E2E and click on this. Okay, and here I will say Cypress automation UI. So if I select here, okay, when you go to Cypress in the this section area, right? Over here, guys, please remember once your test case has been ran successfully, here you will see the count, guys, 6. Okay, failure is 0. And here you can reload or rerun your test case again if you want. Okay, by just pressing this icon. So this is like rerunning your test case again. But now what exactly I want to show you is like if you want to go at the folder structure again, please go on this icon. So you select this thing, and from here, please select this. Uh, right now, if you notice carefully, we are not able to see this folder. Why? Because we don't have any test case under this. That's the reason. So for that, you need to create one file. Okay, and I'm starting with like say first test dot cy dot js. As soon as I write like this, if you go here, if you minimize this, you see that first test.cy.js got started, got visible over here. Clear, everyone? Okay. Now we will start our coding part in this. Okay. Before that, guys, I'll just show you for few example, because I know that we need to switch back to JavaScript basic, guys. But just at a demo level, I'm just creating one simple test case so that you can relate what exactly happens in Cypress when it comes to complete end-to-end testing. Okay. So just at high level, guys, Cypress is having a framework which has been supported by Mocha, guys. So this is the mocha.js.org, which is the official website which Cypress is using. And second is chai.js, guys. So this is the official website of chai.js, sorry, chai.js.com. So both this kind of library, both this framework has been imbibed or inbuilt inside Cypress. And that's how Cypress is using the syntax which is provided by Mocha and Chai, guys. Okay, I'm repeating what I said just now. Whatever syntax structure, whatever you will see over here in Cypress, they have been copied or they have been, you can say, articulated from these two libraries, guys. Okay, so if you notice, I told you that we have the node module at the start. Okay, so in node module, whatever Mocha related libraries are there, whatever Chai related libraries are there, guys, it will be kind of present over here. Okay, so in the first test case, I'm going to show you few of the keyword. The very first keyword is describe. Okay, so describe is similar to what we have, let's say, test scenario. What is test scenario? Test scenario is nothing but at a higher level login functionality. So this is my test scenario. And here we will use something called as callback function. So this symbol, what I have written just now, that is like two pink bracket equal to greater than sign. This is in Cypress, we call this as a callback function, guys. So if you hover your mouse on describe, if it is not showing up, I'll show you what exactly you need to do so that it kind of start showing. So over here, if you notice, if you go to getting started this, you just copy this line. Okay, I'm repeating, guys, please remember, you copy this line, go to support e2e.js and put it over here. And please do save this. Why we are doing this? Because here auto suggestion is not showing up, right? So now if I write it, okay, okay, let me show you again, just a second. So everyone can see now, when I hover my mouse now on describe, you are able to see something called as description over here. Okay, so which is nothing but mocha.suit. So this is something which is coming from Mocha libraries, guys. Okay, next. Now you will see this thing also, it auto suggestion. The auto suggestion was not working right now, right? So after I entered this value inside this command.js, it started working, guys. Okay, over here, what is login test case? Login with valid username and valid password. I hope everyone knows this, right? We have total 4 test cases for login, right? So which is common. And after that, again over here, you need to use what, guys? You need to use callback function. So this callback function is required, guys. So describe at a broader level, you can consider as a test scenario. It is considered as individual test cases.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Can we use the negative scenario also for this Cypress?
Same,
As well
same,
for
same.
negative
Negative,
scenario?
like you are passing invalid username, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Obviously, these are my actual test cases. Okay. So let's say I'm having total how many test case? Total 3 test cases. correct? Now
Yeah.
my role, my responsibility is to kind of provide the steps which will be part of this particular scenario. Okay, so those steps obviously we will look into that, but first of all, everyone has understood what is describe, what is it. Okay, now if I copy this, paste it over here, it is absolutely fine, guys. It is not that you will have only one describe in a particular JS file. Okay, you can have multiple describe file. That's not a problem. So now if you go to this particular first test, if you try to execute, nothing will show up. The reason is we have not written anything inside this. Okay, so let me show this as well. So if you notice, it is just showing you login functionality. Login functionality. This is something which we have written where inside describe block. And this what we have done is written inside what it block. Understood, everyone? Any doubt, any questions, anything you want to highlight, guys?
Hi, sir.
Right, please.
I have a doubt. Which file do we have to create, a JavaScript file or TypeScript file? Because some of the tests are using a TypeScript file. So, which is easy to understand, and what is the difference between them?
So that's what at the in the yesterday's session, right? Uh, the difference between TS and JS is hardly 10%, guys. Okay. So when I say 10%, it is with respect to some of the import statement at the top of the file. So out of both this, JavaScript has got more weightage compared to TypeScript. Okay. So that's the reason you will see everything as cypress.config.js, first at first test.cy.js. Everything is with respect to JavaScript only. Okay, if it is with respect to TypeScript, only thing is I will change some of the syntax structure, describe, and it will remain same. Okay, whatever command we will be using in this particular block, right, those will get updated little bit. That too, I told you that the difference is hardly 10%, not more than that. Okay, clear, everyone? Perfect. So guys, over here, if you want to display some values, okay, so all the command in Cypress will kind of get started with cy actually. Okay, so you just need to say cy dot, okay, and all the auto suggestions which you can think of will be kind of visible over here. So I'm just writing cy dot log test one, okay, just for reference purpose, guys. And if you want, you can use semicolon. If you don't want, you can ignore the semicolon, guys. It's completely up to you. Okay. So in above three test case, I'm writing semicolon. In below three test case, I'm not writing the semicolon. So I will just say test 4, copy this, put it over here. Test 5, test 6. Total how many test case I have written, guys? Overall 6 test case. So as soon as I save, you will see that in each one of them, I will see the logs, guys. So what is logs basically? Log is nothing but kind of used for debugging purpose, correct? And guys, if you notice carefully, if I do any change right away over here, okay, and as soon as I press Control S over here, the test start triggering. It doesn't wait for me to click on this. I'm repeating what I said, guys. As soon as you do some changes over here, and if you press instantly Control S, okay, if you save this, automatically this test case will get start triggering, guys. Okay, clear, everyone?
Yeah, because one thing, can you for the first one, can you add the steps also and execute it like? Uh, so we have just added the scenario, but not the steps. So it's
Yes,
just so
yes, yes.
how to.
Yeah, I'll just show you, but I know that this will be like at a higher level. I'll add the steps. That's not a problem, but I will go into you can say basics of those, guys. Don't worry if I'm writing the command directly. Okay. So over here, what we will do is like we will navigate to one of the URL. Okay. So the URL is very straightforward. That is Orange HRMS. Okay. I hope you guys are aware about this website. Over here we'll navigate, and this is the username and password, right? So over here, the command for visiting to any URL is cy.visit, guys. Okay. So you just need to do cy.visit. And once you do that, you will be kind of navigating to this particular URL. Once you have visited, right, you need to enter admin and password, right? So just inspect this and just get the locator, guys. Clear, everyone? So let me remove this. Just get the locator. I know, guys, I'm going little fast, but don't worry on this. I'm just showing for the reference purpose, okay, right now. Later on, we will talk in detail about each and every command one by one. Okay. So over here, you need to use dot type because you need to type some text over there. Correct. Next is you need to inspect and kind of click on password. So name is equal to password. How I am writing this CSS locator also, we will have the detailed class on this. Okay. So name is equal to password dot type, and here you will say admin123. Okay. So password is over here only, admin123. So just mention over here admin123. Am I clear, everyone? And the last step is cy.get. Just get the locator of login button right now. Okay. So you can see type is equal to submit. Copy this, go to this section, type is equal to submit, and dot click. So dot click is a method which is provided by Cypress. So once you save this, you will see that we will be able to
I think double quotes. Admin, you have not provided in double quotes. That is the problem because in single quote. Username.
double quote, single quote, both are same. No worries on that. Okay. In Cypress, if you write double quote or if you write single quote, both are fine. Not a problem. Just a second. I think I have written this in the second describe block. Okay. And we are looking at here, right? So actually we need to look over here, right? So this is a step, guys. Okay. So basically it is navigating to the website. It is entering the username. It is entering the password, and then it is clicking the login button. Okay. Clear, everyone? So basically, whatever I have written, guys, I know that it is I'll explain you in detail. Don't worry on that part because we are not able to see the next page and everything, right? So I'll explain you this. But yeah, this is how we kind of write the test case. Obviously, now we need this data from somewhere. So that is something called as we will read from JSON, we will read from Excel, CSV, right? And based on that, we'll provide the positive data, negative data as per our requirement. Okay, but overall, these are the high level command. Okay, we will revisit this command in tomorrow's discussion when we are doing actual testing, guys. Okay, for now I am commenting this. So for commenting, guys, you need to use double slash. Okay, and if you want, you can select the whole thing and press control and question mark. Okay, same as what we have in Java. Okay, so anybody got any doubt, query, questions, guys? The structure, how we are writing, what is describe, what is it, what is Mocha framework, what is Chai library? Anything wants, like anyone wants to add anything? Okay, so if everyone has got the understanding, I'll just ask you guys, okay, some of the queries. So uh, anybody can answer me, not a problem. Can anybody tell me what is the use of fixture folder? Yes, what is the usage of fixture folder?
So like there is like we are storing our credentials, like any support file credential, any suppose we want to read any data from that
Mm-hmm.
uh, so we can predefine that, like username password. There we are giving hard coded one, so here we can like initialize it and we can link with this, so it will read from here.
Correct. So guys, please remember fixture folder is basically used for storing the required test data. It is not only for test data, guys. It is also for storing whatever required .jpg, .png, .image, .mp4, whatever video file, audio file, whatever we require for our testing purpose. Okay, everything will be kind of stored inside the fixture folder. Please remember. Okay, inside fixture folder you can create subfolder. It's completely on you. But yes, all the data which is required for our testing purpose will be kind of stored at this particular location, that is fixture folder. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, can anybody tell me what is the usage of this package.json? What is package.json used for? This is the structure of package.json, guys. Let me kind of ask, uh, yes, Shravanti, can you tell me what is this package.json doing, and at what point it is kind of getting created when we were starting our project? Yes, Shravanti. Uh, Rutvik, you want to go ahead? Rutvik, anybody, guys? You can unmute and speak up. The reason is because this is the basic, guys. This is only required for the first time when we are setting up the project for the first time. After that, I will not touch any of this file, guys. I will be kind of purely focusing only on E2E and somewhere in the support folder, support and fixture. Otherwise, I will not touch any of the folders anymore, guys. Okay, so we will be purely working under E2E only, that is end-to-end testing only. So I would request everyone to please make sure that each and every folder has like you have got the clarity what this folder is all about, why this folder is sitting over here, what is the usage of this folder, what is the usage of this particular file also. Okay, most of the file you have seen is having the extension as .js. Some of the file is having the extension as .json. JSON stands for Java Single Object Notation. Okay, I'm repeating, JSON stands for Java Single Object Notation, which is nothing but in the form of key and value, like attribute and value. Okay, so if you notice the JSON file, guys, this is called as key and this is called as value. Okay, we call this attribute value, key value, whatever you can consider. Okay, and JSON will always have open curly bracket and close curly bracket, and after each value you will see a comma, guys. It is mandatory. And over here you will see semicolon. Sorry, my bad, colon. Okay, so that's the standard format of JSON. Obviously, we have a lot of plugins which will validate whether the JSON is correct or not. Okay, so anybody wants to add anything, guys? Anybody has any doubt, any query, any questions, whatever we have discussed today? So just to give you a quick recap, guys, we had started our discussion on how we will set up our Cypress folder, Cypress project. So I have created one folder, guys. I have opened that folder. After that, I have triggered one command called as npm init. Package.json got created. After that, I have installed Cypress using npx cypress, npm install cypress -hyphen save -dev. And then I have opened Cypress, and from there we have created inbuilt test cases and the one test case for our just understanding purpose, guys. Okay, So in tomorrow's discussion, I will have little bit more insight on this folder structure, and then I will create a folder for JavaScript basics, and we will start with the JavaScript part, guys. Anybody wants to add anything, guys? Yeah, I believe one query, what is Mocha framework? Rutvik, Mocha framework is nothing but this particular framework is being used by most of the tools, guys. Okay. When I say most of the tools such as Playwright, Cypress, this is a JS related framework. Even the developer team, developer are also using this Mocha framework. This is the official page of GitHub. Okay. And this is required for writing your code structure, syntax, everything. Okay. So if you notice over here in the documentation section, okay, these are the open source framework, guys. Okay, it's not having any this thing dependency, or you need to configure, nothing is required. Okay, whatever syntax we are going to use over here, when I say syntax, how we are writing this describe block, how we are writing this it block, everything has been suggested by the Mocha framework. That's the important. Okay, even in future, whatever test case we are going to write, right, it will be purely in terms of Mocha framework only. Clear? Okay, perfect. So I think we are good. Anybody wants to add anything, guys? Anything you want to kind of suggest? Please unmute and speak up. Those who wants to add anything, guys.
Because tomorrow, if you're starting, so can you just explain a little bit more of the Mocha framework then? Like, is
Sure.
it same like what is structure? What are the key? What are the things covered by
Because
under the Mocha
yeah,
framework?
yeah. The thing is, any which ways our complete testing, like all the UI related scenarios, whatever we are going to cover, right? All the structure syntax we are going to kind of handle using Mocha and Chai library only. Okay. So there is one more framework called as Jasmine, but we are not using that due to some drawback. Okay. Most of the QA automation engineers are following only two framework. One is Mocha and second is Chai for assertions. Okay. These are the two famous and two widely used framework when it comes to Cypress.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Anybody else has any doubt, query, questions, guys? Okay, so I hope Ritvik, you got your answer. If not, obviously in tomorrow's discussion also we will talk a little bit on the Mocha part. And guys, most probably, guys, by tomorrow, or let's say day after tomorrow, I'll start giving you the assessment like activity you guys need to do. So I would request everyone to please do this setup. If you got stuck at any point in installing configuration, anything, please feel free to drop your notes over the WhatsApp group. Okay, at any point if you got let's say queries, please feel free to drop a notes or let's say screenshot or something. Okay. And once we are done with this, like we will have one public one sorry private git repo in which I'll give you the access for all the activities which we are doing. Okay, when I say activities, like UI scenarios, whatever we are going to see, guys. Okay, in the coming days, most probably by day after tomorrow, or let's say Monday, most probably. Okay, so I'll update accordingly. So yeah, I think that's it. If no one is having any doubts, query, questions, we can wind up. We'll meet tomorrow at same time, guys. Okay. Uh, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet tomorrow at same time, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.